The land they are seeing here is sometimes called Britain's larder, for the home country takes 70% of New Zealand's exports, and nearly all of that is butter, cheese and meat. We're not all farmers here, but those of us who are reckon we're specialists. Proud of our beasts, our cows and our sheep. Proud of our land, our dominion, which supplies more than half of Britain's imported butter and 1/3 of her imported cheese and meat. We are farmers. We are food producers. This is farming country. And it is fitting that the Queen is meeting such farming people as this. Harold Tickler, a dairy farmer, typical of his kind, typical of the living New Zealand the Queen will meet on this tour. The kind of New Zealand we want her to see.
But ever mindful of her own children at home in the English winter, the Queen is interested in the young people to whom her visit means so much. In our schools, the Maori child and the Pākehā or white child sit side by side for their lessons. But for all their equality in education and opportunity, the Maoris maintain their own idiom in life, in customs, and in the arts.
Our old arts. With his chisel of greenstone, one of our carvers is working on totara wood. Long before Christopher Columbus discovered America, our Maori craftsmen had reached New Zealand. They called it the land of the long white cloud. We have kept our arts and much of the way of life that we brought here from Polynesia, hundreds of years before Captain Cook came here. This is one of our typical Maori camps. And here, our women folk have no need to build fires to cook by. All they need to do is to fill such bags as these and carry them to be cooked by nature in the nearest hot spring.
Such is this unique, fertile and devoted dominion on the far, far side of the earth that awaited its queen.
Tirau, only a century ago, was a waste of fern, bush and swamp. Now it enables our women of New Zealand to plan a special homage to the Queen in flowers. The richness and colour of these flowers we offer today in Tirau owe their origin to our forefathers, the old settlers only a few generations back, who burnt off the bush and scrub and found they had made seed beds for grass and clover from which they were able to work our land into its present fertility. They flocked into Tirau from the farmlands miles around to meet our Queen. There are those flowers the women folk spent so many hours arranging for this unforgettable New Year's Day at Tirau. And here she is, meeting not just officials, but men and women who work with their hands. There's someone we know, Harold Tickler, the dairy farmer we saw on his own farm herding the cattle. Beryl, his wife, is by his side. Here they are now with their fellows, belonging to a community of British and Maori stock that doesn't believe in artificial distinctions between man and man. This is how we shall always remember the Queen and her husband on this New Year's Day of summer.